भाजपा के पक्ष में, बीजेपी के पक्ष में टीना फैक्टर है, देयर इज नो अल्टरनेटिव, बट आई थिंक बंगाल हैज गॉट एन अल्टरनेटिव एंड दे आर competently fighting.
The TMC,
yes, I have my
I got the idea. I got the indication.
Question 1. Question A, वेस्ट बंगाल में जो सोशल इक्वेशन है उसको आप कैसे हैंडल करेंगे? उसको बीजेपी उसमें पेनिट्रेट करने के लिए क्या कोशिश कर रही है? उसका क्या आउटकम आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं? सेकेंड, जो कांग्रेस मैनिफेस्टो में वेल्थ का एक्सरे और जो कांग्रेस के कदावर तो ये मुद्दे उठा रहे हैं और उस पर प्रधानमंत्री और भाजपा के वरिष्ठ नेताओं का जो आक्रामक रवैया है वो आपको वहां पर मदद करेगा या वहां पर काउंटर फायर कर सकता है? वो थर्ड पार्ट इसी क्वेश्चन का, नॉर्थ बंगाल में बीजेपी रिलेटिवली बेटर परफॉर्म कर रही है, फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ द बंगाल आपकी क्या स्ट्रेटजी है, कैसे बेटर रिजल्ट वहां से लेके आने की उम्मीद आप रखती हैं?
मैं उत्तर दूंगी, लेकिन इतना सारा क्वेश्चन आप पूछे हैं तो मैं एक एक करके देखी हूँ, अगर मैं भूल जाऊं बीच में आप थोड़ा मुझे याद दिलाते रहिएगा। पहले प्रश्न आपने पूछा था कि ऑल्टरनेटिव यहाँ पे अच्छा आपको दिखता है, लेकिन सुनिए भुगतना हमें पड़ता है। पश्चिम बंगाल को भुगतना पड़ रहा है। एक पार्टी जो अपने आप को ऑल इंडिया कहते रहते हैं अभी तक, वो पूरा भारत घूम के आ गया, लेकिन अभी भी पश्चिम बंगाल में सीमित है। और ऐसा ऑल्टरनेटिव हमको मिला है यहाँ पे फॉर द थर्ड टाइम इन अ रो, जिनका बेसिक सेंसिटिविटी नहीं है, जिनका कोई इच्छा नहीं है टू डू गुड फॉर द वोटर्स, जो जानबूझकर करप्शन को बढ़ावा दे रहा है। इनका 4 सिटिंग मिनिस्टर्स जेल में है और मुख्यमंत्री जो है वो स्टेज पे इधर से उधर चलते रहते हैं और चिल्लाता रहता है कि सीबीआई और ईडी और एनआईए और इलेक्शन कमीशन, 3 राज्यपाल, एक सिर्फ राष्ट्रपति को अभी तक छोड़ के रखा है, कभी उनको भी अटैक कर देगा। तो उनका कोई पॉजिटिव कोई स्कीम्स नहीं है कि हाँ, अगर अलायंस का तो भाई कोई चिन्ह नहीं है। वो अभी एक बार बोलता है कि मुझे कोई लेना देना नहीं है इन लोगों के साथ, दूसरी बार आके फिर बोलता है नहीं, इंडिया अलायंस हमने बनाया है, इंडिया का नाम हमने दिया, INDI, इंडिया अलायंस। तो ऐसा हमारा ऑल्टरनेटिव है। पूरा देश पश्चिम बंगाल के ऊपर हंसता है, ये मैं जानती हूँ क्योंकि मैं नेशनल मीडिया में रिप्रेजेंट करती हूँ और मुझे मालूम है कि पूरा सेंटिमेंट ऐसा है, नेशनल सेंटिमेंट ऐसा है कि क्या पश्चिम बंगाल था और अभी क्या हालत बना रखा है CPM और बाकी ये तृणमूल ने। अच्छा, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपका था कि इंडिया अलायंस का यहाँ पे क्या हाल है, वो शायद मैंने अभी जवाब दे दिया है, क्योंकि ये तीनों जो है कांग्रेस और CPM।
शत्रुपा जी, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि पश्चिम बंगाल का जो सोशल इक्वेशन है उसमें आप कैसे पेनिट्रेट करेंगे? भाजपा के लिए वहां पर ज्यादा
नहीं, देखिए, एक है कि आपने बहुत सिंप्लीफायर करके रखते हैं कि भद्रलोक है। हाँ, भद्रलोक है। पश्चिम बंगाल एक थिंकिंग कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है। पश्चिम बंगाल को अगर आप पूरा का पूरा देखेंगे, नॉर्थ बंगाल से एकदम सुंदरबन तक, माने हिमालय से एकदम समुद्र तक, हर एक का इक्वेशन है और बहुत सोचने वाले ये बहुत सोचते हैं, बहुत कैलकुलेट करके ये वोटिंग करते हैं। तो इसीलिए मैंने पहले ही बोला था कि मोदी जी इज एंजॉयिंग अ TINA फैक्टर। ये वेस्ट बंगाल तीनों पार्टी को वी हैव ट्राइड देम आउट एंड वी आर नाउ अबाउट टू थ्रो देम आउट। एकदम बीजेपी इज द ओनली अल्टरनेटिव नाउ दैट वी विल वोट फॉर।
मैं अपना क्वेश्चन और सिंप्लीफाई कर देता हूं शत्रुपा जी। पश्चिम बंगाल में अबाउट 30% माइनॉरिटी वोट है, उसको आप कैसे कैटर करेंगे?
माइनॉरिटी वोट आप चौंक जाएंगे। माइनॉरिटी वोट इस बार हमको मिलने वाला है एकदम। मोदी जी के माइनॉरिटीज जो है उन लोगों को समझ में आ गया है कि, क्योंकि मैं एकदम ग्राउंड लेवल में भी काम करती हूँ। आप ऐसा नहीं है कि आप मुझे सिर्फ टीवी पे देखते हैं, मैं एकदम ग्राउंड लेवल पे काम करती हूँ। माइनॉरिटीज को ये एकदम क्लियर समझ में आ गया है कि इन लोगों को पूरा इस्तेमाल किया है। बाकी तीनों पार्टी इन लोगों को इस्तेमाल किया है, उनको माइनॉरिटी ही रखा है, सिर्फ वोट के लिए इस्तेमाल करते हैं। उन लोगों के लिए ना कोई एजुकेशन सिस्टम है, मद्रासा का भी उन लोगों को कोई डेवलपमेंट कोई कुछ करता नहीं है, मेन स्ट्रीम में लाते नहीं है, कोई उनका सेंटिमेंट नहीं समझता है। एक हिजाब पहन के दुआ मांगने से माइनॉरिटी वोट को कम्युनिटी का डेवलपमेंट नहीं होता। कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट पूरा सबका साथ सबका विकास मोदी जी ने दिखा दिया है। देखिए ये वेल्थ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का मैंने ऑल आई कैन से इज मैनिफेस्टो तब लगेगा जब ये लोग पावर में आएगा, और पावर में आएगा जब इन लोगों को पता चलेगा कि कौन सा साल में कौन प्रधानमंत्री बनेगा, क्योंकि ये लोग अभी तक डिसाइड ही नहीं कर पाया है। कांग्रेस तो अकेला नहीं आएगा, ये तो तय है, और अलायंस में कौन आएगा। अब आप इतना सोचिए, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे को बोला गया है कि आप पीएम कैंडिडेट हो, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे ने हाथ उठा के बोल दिया भाई पहले तो जीतो, तो इसका क्या मैनिफेस्टो के साथ क्या डिस्कशन में करूं।
चलिए ठीक है, a pragmatic approach, they will cross the bridge when they reach there. Let's wishing here all the very best to each of the political
Thank
parties.
you.
My colleague Keshav is also here with me. Ajay Ray from TMC. Thank you so much for listening to us patiently, Ajay. And
Thank you.
Shatorupa has mentioned, and my colleague Keshav bombarded her with questions, and she took all of them head on. We really appreciate her spirit here, and so do we. Hope that TMC, and that's what I wanted to know from you, Ajay, that TMC has two battles to fight here as far as the Lok Sabha is concerned. One, West Bengal in itself is a very challenging battleground. Okay, to retain the ground also and to stop BJP from making inroads both in assembly and in Lok Sabha elections is something that is there. Secondly, you are in alliance with several other opposition parties, the India alliance, and that is also facing flack, and maybe people are supporting it also. How do you look to manage both of them, because TMC hasn't given any seat to Congress to fight?
See, firstly, I'll just tell you that in West Bengal, Trinamool Congress, Shatorupa ma'am just said one thing, that people in West Bengal, they think before voting. They are very knowledgeable and they study things and they vote. So I think in 2011, people in West Bengal, they knew and they understood that Trinamool Congress is the party which will bring everything for the people. And today we are with 67 schemes for the common people. So it is very true that yes, West Bengal and the people in West Bengal, they are very educated and they understand whom to vote. Here I'm saying you once again, the first phase of elections that happened, we had something around 82% voting. And that makes sense that Trinamool Congress is getting vote. I can guarantee you one thing, that nowhere is BJP exist in West Bengal, nowhere in BJP. There is no place for BJP in West Bengal. In 2019, if you see the result, if you see the Panchayat result, if you come again in 2000 assembly election, constituency election, you know the result. The formed government of Trinamool Congress is from the citizen and from the local residents of West Bengal. They know whom to vote. Mamata Banerjee is not a leader anymore in West Bengal. I want to tell you that we are also fighting outside. We are all India Trinamool Congress only. We are not Trinamool Congress. We are all India Trinamool Congress. We have candidates all over in India. Ma'am, let me finish. You when you were saying, I was listening to you.
I didn't interrupt, but I have the right to put up my finger.
Yes.
Darjeeling, Raiganj and Balughat. If you come to Darjeeling, Raiganj and Balughat, Balughat today's election, let's talk about today's election. Balughat, we already won in 14. We have a good result. But if you see, there is some percentage of the work not being done, or maybe manipulating politics, maybe some EVM politics. Today also we have come to know in Balughat, one of the places EVM was not working. So we know everything what is happening. If you see the other elections in other states today, there are elections happening in 14 in Karnataka, 14 places, 14 seats elections are happening. In West Bengal, only 3. So this is the calculation. The Election Commission of India should also think that in West Bengal, why it is 3 and 2 and 5 and 6, why all not together? Why people are getting harassed? Why why BJP needs time? Why BJP leaders needs time?
No, but that is administrative challenges as well.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I mean, Mr. Ray, to look at it from that point of view, obviously, that is something which the whole country has to be taken into consideration. And there are other states also, as I mentioned, which are going to all states. They are spread across.
No, why West Bengal all the time? If you see last election, if you see 19th election, why West Bengal is facing this problem? Why the voter of West Bengal is facing this problem?
Mr. Ray, who you are questioning to?
The election commission.
Is it the Prime Minister or is it the Election Commission of India?
I'm questioning to the both. See, Election Commission of India. If you right now the vote is going on in West Bengal. We know what is the part of Election Commission of India in West Bengal, and we understand why it is happening. And we can clearly say, मैं आपको बहुत clearly बोल सकता हूँ कि वेस्ट बंगाल के लोगों के साथ अन्याय होती आ रही है, होते हैं ये अन्याय।
सर, बिहार में भी 7 फेजेस में इलेक्शन है, यूपी में भी 7 फेजेस में इलेक्शन है, तो ये अन्याय तो इलेक्शन कमीशन।
आप 7 से 3 की बात कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, 7 फेजेस में,
नहीं, आप 3 फेज और 7 फेज में भी तो डिफरेंस है।
देखिए, डिफरेंस है Mr. Ray, but the only thing is here that I think the political leadership should be rather focusing more on the fact that how to retain the voter base, or to rather than, because these are again something that can't be justified.
I guarantee you BJP will not cross double digit in West Bengal this time. I guarantee on this panel.
The same seats that are voting today, it's the NDA alliance managed 3 seats. That was the inroad. We'll have to wait and watch. Definitely. I mean, you see, TMC's confidence is something that they have shown their merit time and again, be it on the ground or be it, in rallies also. We wish you all the very best. Yes, Shatorupa ji, you wanted to make some point there.
Yeah, I wanted to, Ajay ji obviously seems very young. I don't know how much idea he has of the voting history of West Bengal. Yes, he's absolutely right. 2011, the thinking constituencies, like I said, people of West Bengal wanted a change. They very clearly voted Trinamool because Trinamool promised, if you remember, their slogan was Poriborton. They wanted to bring in a change. But now this change didn't happen. They turned out to be the best possible students of CPM and even went beyond their principal or master or whoever they taught us. Now, this is something, what Ajay is saying is very correct. West Bengal is going in for all phases, 7 phases this time, 8 phases in Vidhan Sabha. But one has to introspect and ask the state government itself, why? Why is there so much of violence that the moment election commission even begins to plan an election, they identify certain states? Because if you remember the press conference of the election commission, they were very clear that they were going from north to south and they were making very geographical considerations, except for some states, including West Bengal. And this is most unfortunate. Look at the phases. There are 2 seats. There are 3 seats. Why? Election Commission is not mad that they would be wasting their resources or sending people for some 3 seats in one region. One has to look inside. And the other thing is, yes, this, like I have already told you, Trinamool loves calling itself All India Trinamool Congress. But let me remind you, since Election Commission is right now here controlling everything, right. Election Commission themselves have cut off this All India tag, but they want to keep on calling themselves. That is the entire thing. The other thing I would like, just 2 more points. I'll just finish off. I would like to say that if you look at the other states, Ajay is constantly saying, look at the other states. Please look at the other states. And please tell me if any incident of violence is reported over so many elections that the country goes in for. Why is it? As a national spokesperson, I feel embarrassed that every time I am called on to national media, it is because West Bengal is in the limelight for all wrong reasons. It is most embarrassing for us. But why is this happening? It's not because of the voters. Look at the administration. The administration doesn't want to do anything. Here, today there was an incident in Balurghat. There was incidents in the phase 1 also. Trinamool wants to go and sit on top of a booth. You know very well, 100 meters around the booth, you cannot have a camp. But they want to instigate. They will pass ridiculous comments on women karyakartas. Our state president was standing there in Balurghat and making sure that these goons don't get away with it. These are really, I mean, come on, let the people vote. How should an election happen? You come and tell your voters that this is what I've done, this is what I want to do, please vote for me. Somebody else comes, I will come, somebody else comes, 3, 4 parties come and give their promises. And then let the people vote. Don't go and sit on their head. Don't do fear psychosis. Don't scare them into voting for you.
No matter 3 seats are going to polls and it is fragmented into 7 phases, the importance of being TMC in West Bengal is very, multifaceted in Lok Sabha elections also. It is not just restricted to a panchayat election or an assembly election. The role of TMC as All India Trinamool Congress, the AI part that Shatorupa ji was also mentioning, if you want to assume that national role, TMC has been in an alliance partner in former governments also. Mamata ji has been union minister also there. But with changing dynamics and with a very resurgent and a strong BJP, if I may compliment them here on national broadcast, how do you plan to actually counter them? How do you plan to counter the BJP? It is not just one-on-one between TMC and BJP. It has to be an alliance sort of thing. Because an Aam Aadmi Party, a TMC are not that big also to take on a Congress or a BJP for that matter. So what is your strategy? Because as of now, the alliance looks on thin, ice here as far as India alliance is concerned.
In West Bengal, if you see, I'm making it very fast. In West Bengal, if you see, last 10 years, all Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, everyone in West Bengal, they are getting all schemes, they are getting all benefits from Trinamool Congress. And whoever is asking whatever from the Trinamool party, I must tell you that the fake promises are not being made by Mamata Banerjee. Whatever she says, she does. And Narendra Modi, whatever he says, he never does that. Being a youth India, I can tell you, what about the job? Why in the panel there is no BJP debate that those who speaks about the job? Why? What brings them back?
Let's ask Shatorupa ji about jobs also. Yes, why not?
What brings them back when we ask about the central job? Why there are vacancies there? Why people are not getting job? Why you are making the military forces the RAP and the military for 4 years? Why the youth who?
Okay, Mr. Ray, you said something about the job. Recently, the High Court of Kolkata has lambasted Trinamool Congress's, entire appointment process of the teachers. तो चुनाव के दौरान आपके लिए
ये
हो सकता है?
ये बस इलेक्शन का एक ड्रामा है.
हाई कोर्ट भी इलेक्शन के ड्रामे में शामिल है.
अगर मैं आपके पैनल पे हाँ कह दूं तो भी सही नहीं है, ना कह दूं तो भी सही नहीं है, लेकिन बिफोर इलेक्शन ये बस ड्रामा है. आप बिलीव कीजिए जो 4 स्तंभ होते हैं, अब उनसे विश्वास उठा है युवाओं का. ये कोई व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी की बातें नहीं है, लेकिन 4 स्तंभ पे विश्वास उठ रहा है.
वेस्ट बंगाल तृणमूल कांग्रेस wants to narrow things down, and by this attempt to narrow things down, the noose has now come onto their neck. SSC, what you are mentioning very clearly, it has been happening, it has been brewing for quite some time, and the state government had ample time to rectify it. They didn't rectify it. What did they do? They in an attempt to give jobs to the people who took money for these jobs, underqualified people, unqualified people who have not performed well on the OMR sheets, they gave money so that they could get the jobs. So what did the Chief Minister and her cabinet do? They created jobs. Supernumerary jobs were created to accommodate these people who gave her ministers money. So in this way, she has completely denied and shown her insensitivity to the people, innumerable amount of people who are lying on the road, rolling on the road in this heat, not one day, not 2 days, several years. Now they are blaming the High Court for having given this judgment in the elections. You tell me, as neutral journalists, does this cross paths? A court will give its judgment entirely on its own verdict. We have nothing to do with it. It's very easy for a narrow-minded party like Trinamool to blame everything around. Nothing is their fault, so they blame the court. The Honorable Chief Minister has the audacity to say that ये न्यायालय नहीं है, ये High Court BJP कार्यालय है. What sort of anti-national comments are these? She's saying, she's instigating people that NIA घुस जाएगा. Anti-national statement. This is one chief minister who is anti-Hindu, anti-state, anti-national. What sort of a chief minister are we having to deal with in West Bengal?
Actually, this is not anti-national speech. The speech when Narendra Modi stood and said that I give food to 80 crore 35 lakh people. Don't give us food. If you are making people beggars standing in front of, standing in a queue and asking for food, please give job. And Mamata Banerjee simply said that we trust and we obey everything that the Supreme Court and High Court says. And till the time the result is not there, see, punishments will be given, or the result, everything is under the court. We are not here. Trinamool Congress is not a party who will judge whom to right and whom to wrong. We are there to answer, and we will answer to the Supreme Court whatever will be the question about everything that has been going on.
Supreme Court has rejected all the petitions seeking 100% verification of electronic voting machines votes with their VVPAT. So Supreme Court in the second phase has said that no, there is no need as of now to match the EVM output and the VVPAT output. I think, Keshavji, it was too late also, because the whole machinery is also in a churn. I mean, I voted this morning, I had a VVPAT machine, but to match all of them is something.
No, but I mean, then there is no need of conducting the elections
with
on
EVM.
the EVM.
Let's take it. Yes, Shatorupa.
As far as the EVM is concerned, you all know that in the morning, first thing, a mock vote happens. So, I mean, I think the Election Commission has been doing its own bit to verify all electronic machines, and I completely welcome the Supreme Court order.